Hi guys, Mermaid Core. And Mermaid Core is a look that I've been interested in about 2 minutes ago, and I didn't actually know it existed. But that I have looked like the Little Mermaid in previous hairstyles that I've done. So I'm excited to do this makeup look. I will show you the video on TikTok that I saw, which was actually impressive. I actually thought this was the most prettiest thing I've ever seen. The mermaid core is basically like this kind of like glowy, wet, kind of mythical look, and I just thought I might do it.
Siren is the most potent of all. She operates on a man's most basic emotions, and if she plays her role properly, she can transform a normal...
I carefully did stray down by the walls of Wapping, where I met a sailor gay. His hair and hands in ringlets, his eyes as black as coal. My happiness attend him, give me my sailor bowl.
She is gorgeous, and I really think that is so pretty. I think obviously that is what I want to do, the mermaid makeup core. I love how that eye look looks so much better than any other eye look I've ever seen. So obviously I am going to do that makeup look. I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about my week so far. It's after Easter, so I've had Easter, celebrated Easter with my family. My week has been pretty good. I worked earlier this week, so help my career and help everything I'm doing in the future. So for me, it's like I pay for driving lessons so I can, I can drive to my client's house to do their makeup. So I'm trying to really put money aside to help my future and help my family's future as well, but my future mostly. I don't really care about what people think in terms of where I'm going to be in 10 years time, because in 10 years time I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know what people are going to like about me or how they're going to feel about me. I just know that, this is what I like doing. I like doing makeup. And we used to go for walks every day, and that was actually the only way I was fit and healthy, and I lost a lot of weight. Because before, I used to be overweight in the terms of I used to visually look overweight. And it used to be so hard because people would point to be fit and eat better, because what the overweightness was me eating junk food. And I knew I had like an eating disorder of some kind, but it was kind of like a binge eating, and I didn't know that it was as extreme, and I didn't know that people could actually get binge eating disorders and that it can actually affect a lot of people. When I got my binge eating disorder, I didn't believe it could be as bad as it was, but I would eat, and that would fill my appetite, and that would make me feel happy, and then I'll save the food, sleep, then eat it later on. Then I realised that I wasn't actually looking after myself. I started developing it again, obviously, because like months ago I would go walking with my dog. So I was like, time to actually help me and my dog. And so my dog started like misbehaving, and I started like binge eating. So I said, I'm gonna go and take myself for a walk. So I started going for a walk. And so far it's really helped me. So far. It's only been a day since I've been walking, but I said tomorrow after work or before work, I'm gonna go for a walk. So like with my dog, I'm gonna take him out for a walk before I go to work, because I have time to do it, it's just that I don't do it. So I'm gonna force it in my day so that he doesn't end up misbehaving and weeing on the bed, because I think he misses it and I miss it too. Like that time when we would go to the park and we would walk for hours. in the absolute sun and we would walk. These were mostly on days where I had days off or something. But when I first got Billy, that was our ritual. I would walk early in the morning. Then I would go and hang out with my friend, and afterwards, and I'd take Billy with me and we would hang out at her house. We'd do all these kind of fun stuff with her. She was my friend and I still value our friendship, but we stopped talking recently because of issues that happen and, you know, conflict and stuff. And, you know, I felt bad because we stopped talking to each other. But obviously with time, we will be cool again. We will have our friendship again. We will be close again, hopefully. But I think just keeping some time away from each other and like understanding what actually went on and why she was upset is really important. So now I've been spending that time that I normally spend with her on streaming and putting content out. And that has become kind of like this obsession, like trying to get my content out as fast as possible and making sure that I'm not keeping my audience waiting. Oh my god, my wig cap is showing. But it will be corrected anyway when I finish this makeup look. But making sure when I have content that I'm getting out, I often take longer to upload content and edit content when I'm at her house, and her mum was very influential in my life. Like, I really liked helping her with her mum. But then Primark, and I found this blending brush for my eyes. And actually, I think this blending brush is the cutest blending brush I've ever seen. I've never seen a blending brush this size. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get an eye blending brush because I don't really have a lot of brushes. Even in my kit, I don't. So I might get another one for my kit. But Primark has some really good stuff that you should definitely get. They have some good eyelashes there. They have some really good stuff, and I would recommend if you are someone who wants to get into makeup and you feel like you can't afford expensive brands, because I'm the same. I can't afford all the time expensive stuff. Like, my primer that I currently use is actually from Primark. So I don't use expensive products to a high degree. Like, I use it, but I don't use it in my everyday makeup. And I actually get a flawless finish, and I always get complimented by people in the street, because it's about finding things that are cheap and affordable for you to wear and use. If you're spending like loads of money on makeup all the time and you feel like you're not getting the quality you need and you can't afford it anymore, maybe you just opt out from buying certain products and ask around and find out where people actually get their products from. Because you might find that Lancome has a dupe, and Lancome will have a dupe of like, this example, as a foundation. I'm not sure if they do, but they might have a foundation dupe that you may prefer using. So why do you pay loads of money to use Lancome when it's £45 for a bottle and you don't really need the bottle? So for me, I had to learn that sometimes going to cheap places and finding other stuff in those places is better than spending loads of money on things that, you know, are good. They're not bad, they're just not a Primark. And I found like this brush, this blending eye blending brush, and it was kind of cute. I thought it looks kind of soft. I didn't get to touch it or anything, so putting it on my eye and using it is so soft. It's generally supposed to really just blend out. So it is a big blending brush, but it is good. It still has the kind of quality of a normal blending brush, and it was only £1 for this brush. So I would recommend people, if you are looking for brushes or anything that you feel like would really help you in your makeup journey, or just go to a nearby shop. Because you might realise that instead of going to Lancome and getting like a £500 brush, you could probably get a £1 brush that does the same job. Not saying they have every brush there though, because when I tried to look for an actual foundation brush there, I couldn't really find it. But you know, I'm not gonna say more about them. I'm not gonna discredit them. I think that's really cool that they're helping elderly people, especially young people, in their makeup journeys. Because when I was younger, when I was 14, I actually would dream of looking better than I was when I was going out with my friends. So I would get nervous and like not having good skincare and not being able to buy perfume because I was worried about the quality and I wanted to smell good and not cheap. But I would go and start smelling. It was so sad. So I think Primark advocating for like cheaper products is kind of good. But I remember when we were younger, we would be told not to buy our products from Primark because people were being treated really badly in really sad conditions, like in different countries where they were using child labor. But I don't think that's any more happening. But obviously, there was speculation at the time that that was happening in those countries. So if you're a big advocate for fair trade, research it, because you might realize that because Primark has been through so many scrutinies that they might actually be a fair trade. And to buy one product from Primark is better than like spending loads of money and not having money to pay for your rent. I'm telling you right now. You might think I'm an advocate for fair trade. You could probably go to Poundland and they probably have a better item there that's more fair trade for you. So there. Okay, it's a bit more bluey on the sides. But yeah. My friend had her birthday recently, so I got her a present. She said that she really liked it, but I felt kind of bad because when I gave her her present, like, it was tiny and I thought maybe I should have bought a really big present for her, but I didn't because I didn't have the time to think about what she needed or wanted. So I bought her something that I generally would have used, which was lip oil. Not sure if she liked it yet. She might later on use it. But obviously, it was the NYX lip oil. And this lip oil was a fat lip oil. I was trying to get it for myself, so I got it for her.
Down by
Yeah, she uses some nice powdered blush, so that will help a lot because powdered blush is actually what I wanted to use today. I was going to use cream blush, but she uses powder blush, so I think a powder blush would look better. This music's so lifting, like I feel like it really gives me a feel, like a kind of nice feel. Oh my god, I haven't used this colour blush in ages and I feel kind of uplifted using it. I just feel so much happier using this colour. This kind of like pinky tone. She also put some on her nose, which is so cute. So yeah, I haven't used these colours in so long. It feels like I'm like a weirdo, but this is a mermaid look. I still haven't figured out what Billy's released, so I'm gonna probably check later. But she's probably releasing something, and I feel like she's releasing something quick. She's gonna release it when we all least expect it, and it will be like something like a tour, and I will start crying if I can't go and tour. Yesterday I did the IQ test, and it was so interesting to find out what my IQ was. I never thought my IQ would be that high. I generally didn't think it would still be that high, and it was. Like 116 in terms of IQ. Pretty good. I think I'll upload the IQ test video soon, but not now, obviously. Okay, time to do my eyebrows. This makeup look is quite fast though. It's like a quick, speedy look. I've never done a makeup look this fast. I feel like I'm missing something out, but I always will know. I think the pals I will leave out, but I will keep it like basic because I don't have any pals to stick on. Like that's in my main kit, and I don't have any stuff from my main kit. This is like stuff I have at home. Okay, time to do eyebrows. I've still been applying to like makeup jobs recently, and it's actually quite weird because it's like I'm handing in the CV, and this is the first time I've actually wrote a cover letter for something. Well, for the sake of doing it, you're doing it because you generally want the job. Let me glue down my eyebrows a bit, like gel them, even though they're already gelled. With TikTok, they started taking out sound from people's videos, so it's gotten so annoying when you want to post a video because the sound is being taken away from your video as soon as you as soon as you put the sound in. So like, let's say you put a sound in of like a that you've done, they can take the sound out, and the people who wrote the music or the artist can take the music sound out and copyright it and mute you, so that their songs don't get disclaimed, which I thought was quite weird. Like I thought, you know, why are artists taking like their music out of TikTok when TikTok is generally how people become famous, like, and it's not even that long. Your music's not even played that long on TikTok. They're claiming they're not getting paid to publish their music on TikTok, so it makes them really angry, which is quite true, I have to admit. If I was a writer and I was writing music on TikTok, I would be so fucking annoyed if I was writing music and I'm releasing my music and people on TikTok were using it, you know, and it was like viral on TikTok, but no one was actually clicking on the music. I would find that really annoying. Okay. So I guess with every TikTok trend, it actually boosts the likelihood of people going and actually privately listening to your music. Like I know, like, all the things she said became successful again, and that was released years ago. So TikTok does bring people into the light a bit, so it's a bit weird that people are trying to take their music out of TikTok, I guess. But obviously the government is saying no to TikTok. The government in America, and at one point the government in the UK were like, we're going to ban TikTok, and I feel like TikTok is going to go. But I feel terrified because TikTok is generally my favourite platform to use. I love going on it, and like you know, seeing what people are doing. It's like the quickest way I can find out the newest trends. But if TikTok goes, I don't know how I'm going to know information the way I do. So I'm hoping TikTok stays, because a lot of American content creators use TikTok and their art is so pretty. So if like the UK, if like America's planning on taking TikTok away, I don't know what to do. Like that's like basically like, I don't know. That's weird, you know? I'm actually really bad at eyesight, so I have really bad eyesight. I always get this comment like, how do you see yourself doing makeup when you're doing your makeup? And I actually use a small mirror that I'm holding right now to see. Because I am short-sighted, so I can see like closer, but I can't see further away. So if I was doing my makeup with this camera and I was looking at the camera, I wouldn't be able to see what I was doing. So I wear my glasses when I'm doing it. Purple lip. A bit of a purple kind of like purpley lip. Eyeshadow on the lip is also good. Like everything I use like an eyeshadow palette for color. Even for the highlighter, like I've started using the things I already have. Like using an eyeshadow palette is actually quite smart. Because eyeshadow palettes are also made for different parts of the face. So okay, and then I'm going to highlight my nose a bit and highlight my cheekbones a bit to create a little bit of mermaid glow. And I'm going to put a bit of oil in my hair to make my hair a bit greasy anyway. To give it a bit of like a, in my wig, to give it a bit of a mermaid fill. Like a in the water look. And you can see my wig cap up here. So it's definitely not my real hair, you can see my wig cap. So I wear a wig, I do. But I also have my natural hair out, so there are videos I've posted with my natural hair, if you're wondering. Setting powder is the best setting powder I've ever used. I really like the colours, the shades that it comes in, and it's translucent so it doesn't show up on the face so much. So if I was anyone, I would recommend this translucent setting powder, because it really doesn't really like ruin the makeup that's already on, because it's translucent, so it doesn't really ruin it. Clumpy mascara. Yeah, clumpy mascara. And I hate the fact that it's so clumpy. Like it makes me feel ill when using this mascara. But you know, people use it still, and it's a company. It's L'Oreal, so obviously it's gonna be very terrible. Because I don't know anything L'Oreal that I use except for this mascara. Last but not least, serum to give it a bit of shine, because it doesn't ever have shine, so. Hey, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Love you guys a lot, and bye.
Upon one summer's morning, I carefully did stray down by the walls of Wapping, where I met a sailor.